Hey guys, Miss Schreiner here, and we are going to be doing our first Screencastify lesson. And I need you guys to bear with me because this is about the 55th time I've tried to record this because I'm not very good at this, but that's okay because I'm going to keep trying. So apparently I talk a lot, and I'm going to have to record this in a couple of short segments. So I'm going to start off with the first one. So for today's lesson, we're going to be talking about reading and writing six-digit numbers. And so our three-part objective for today is going to be that we will recognize how to read and write six-digit numbers using number expanders and abacuses. So I'm going to show this next picture. I'm going to go a little bit out of order here. How many of you guys know what an expander is? How many of you guys have ever had braces or have talked about you having to get braces or have had a sibling or somebody get braces and they've had to get expanders put in their mouth because their mouth is not big enough. So they have to take their teeth and they have to move them apart to expand them so that there's more room. So they take a mouth that might be this big and they expand it to this big. So when we are using expanders with our numbers, we take a number that if it's written in digits, it's probably about this big. But if we take it and put it into expanded form, that form, when we write it out in words, becomes a lot bigger. So we have what's known as expanders. So I'm going to jump right here to this slide, and we're going to actually look at the definition. So if you'll look right here where it says expander, it is a simple aid to show the many ways of writing a number using expanded notation. For example, it can show that 236 is equal to 236 with a decimal units, or 236 ones. And so if we look down here at the bottom, we have this expander right here that I'm going to try to draw a circle around, or a square around. So we have an expander. So the way this works is if you have, I'll give you a real life example. So if you have Bob and Sally, and in the classroom, Sally is going to be the electrician, which means that if we need the lights to be turned off or turned on, then she's going to be the one to do that. So this person right here is going to be the one that's in charge of the lights. So we are going to pretend that this is a little flashlight with rays going out. And this is going to be Sally. Woo, that's a horrible S, but that's okay. So Sally is going to be the flashlight, or she is also going to be the electrician. Now we have Bob. Bob is going to be in this position. So Bob, oh goodness, Miss Schreiner, this is horrible. Bob is going to be the caboose. So you have a train, and at the end of the train, you have what's known as the caboose. And so Bob, because he's in this position, is going to be the caboose. And because Sally is in this position, she is going to be the electrician. So if I'm talking about Bob, I'm going to say Bob the caboose or Sally the electrician. And so you can look at that and you can see, I'm going to erase this little mess. You can see that if we put numbers into the same scenario, then you can say that, let's say I put a number 2 here, then you have 2 ones, also known as 2 units. This position right here is the hundreds position, which you guys hopefully already know that. And so if I put a 3 here, then I have 302. So you say whatever this number is in, you say its position. So we are going to pause this video for just a second because we're going to have to do a second video to catch the rest of this stuff. So the next thing we'll talk about when we come back is an abacus.